Everybody said, oh, Anne's kites, they're Anne's kites. Which I don't quite understand, seeing as they're completely wild. My name is Anne Green. I've lived in this beautiful part of Wales for 33 years. And having moved to this farm, I started feeding the kite.
Wel, mae'n job i gwntw nhw, mae yna o leia hanner cant yn dod bob dydd. Al William Green yn enw i, Bill Babo fi'n galw fi. O'i fan hyn dros hanner cant mlynedd. A fi o'n i'n godro pan des i yma gynta. Byrnes i rown beler, un o'r beler rown cynta yn yr ardal.
We used to do lambing, did a lot on the farm with Bill, but as the years have gone by, we're both getting older, so we're a bit slower.
A dyn nhw ddim rhan fynycha yn dod lawr i fita, maen nhw'n just yn dod lawr a pigo fel an a mynd off i fita fe.
I just threw a chicken carcass out one day, I thought, oh, the crows, magpies can have that. And the next thing, whoosh, this bird went flying by and I thought about kites, you know. Bill said to me, oh, that's a kite. Well, where did he come from, you know, because I hadn't seen him anywhere. I thought, well, I better give him something next day as well then. And he came every day then, which was very unusual. And then a couple of times we went logging round the farm and he was following us to individual trees. Every time we went down the lane, there he was sitting in a tree squawking at me saying, feed me, feed me. I started feeding the kite, and within a couple of years there was maybe 30 or 40 kites come, which is very lovely because they're our national bird. When I first came here, I think they were quite scarce in this area, but now that they've moved in now, there's quite a lot, yeah.
Yn ffido nhw yn y dydd, a prynu maen nhw'n dod in force.
Feeding the kites about 25 years, and then it took a couple of 3 years before more than 1 or 2 came. So then I got in touch with the local butcher, lovely man, and he gives me scraps, and I pay him £10 a week for some big bags of meat. It gets us through the week. I'm out here nearly every day, being retired now. I like a nice garden, you know, to sit somewhere. You can relax, and it gives me pleasure, a bit of gardening, pottering, because, you know, being on the crutch, I can't get about as much as I used to, so we don't really go out very much, so my garden is my life, really. Well, I think they're very silly birds. I don't think they'd live very long without people putting scraps and things out. I mean, they used to live in the streets of London, picking up the rubbish. They don't seem able to catch prey as such. Like, you know, the buzzard will catch a mouse or things like that. I think they might occasionally catch frogs in the fields, because there's quite a lot of them about one time of year. But other than that, they're rather, I think they just scavenge. You know, I don't think they're highly intelligent for catching their dinner.
Mae'r wraig yn abod nhw well na fi. Oedd hi'n arfer enwi amser oedd yr cynta yn dod yma, oedd hi'n enwi doedd drio nhw, oedd hi'n abod nhw. Nawr mae hanner cant ar agor yn dod yma, rhedodd hi mas o enwi.
The youngsters have a thin tail with a V, and the older they are, it gets a bigger tail. So you can recognise the youngsters. Plus, the youngsters all tend to stick together in the sky, you know. The only thing you know is, I mean, not now because they're obviously breeding, the female will be on the nest, but when you do see them later on in the year, you can pick out a female. She's much bigger than a male. much bigger.
Mae bobl yn gweld nhw'n hedfan y bwti, maen nhw'n galw mewn wedyn, can we come and see the kites?
I've got a nest about, half a mile away. The farmer just up the road has got a nest on his land. So they're moving in slowly. I had the one that used to come in the tree, and I mean, he literally came every day without fail. I have one now that sits in the tree up there, shouts at me in the evenings for me to go out and give him an extra bit. I think he's probably got young on the nest, so he keeps coming back, sits there till about 8:30, and then he goes home.
Deithen nhw ddim lawr os byddai ni'n fyd o'n nhw. O'n i'n dod o'n un, o'n i'n dwlu'r... O'n i'n fod yn just lan fan draw yn sgrechen. A fe'n unwaith deithen ni o'r golwg, o'n nhw'n dod lawr. A maen nhw wedi dod nawr, maen nhw wedi dod i nabod fi nawr. Ac yn gymryd i sawl blwyddyn iddyn nhw ddod i nabod fi. O'n i'n trysto fi de.
I love feathers to start with. I've always liked feathers. We used to live years ago by the seaside, and I was always collecting seagull feathers and things, you know, dust collectors. But no, I made a lovely wreath, stick them all in and keep them. Obviously they don't all live, I expect some die in the winter and things like that, but I'm doing my bit and it gives me pleasure. We have young people like you coming along. Well, I just think that the whole thing, the countryside, the people are nice, you know, I mean, what could you moan about living in a place like this? It's beautiful, isn't it? We're so lucky.